So thanks everybody for coming to class. My name is Ben Gromyko. I'm from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. World's largest organization of home inspectors. We train and certify home inspectors all over the world. We do these free online interactive classes every month. Today is March 28th, and we're doing top 25 tips, ideas, strategies, product services related to marketing for home inspectors. And if you wanted to contact me for more information or anyone on staff, we have about 30 some people on staff now. We're at nachi.org/contact. nachi.org/contact. And this is going to be a quick class, but feel free to ask questions during class using that chat field on your screen. And because I can't see you, I can't hear you, unless I turn on your microphone and we agree to have microphones on or video cameras on. But right now, everything's off. I can't hear you, can't see you, but feel free to ask questions. And we'll talk a little bit about marketing. And feel free to share things that you do in your inspection business. And so the first thing I thought of was your inspection report. I always thought your inspection report is the most important piece of marketing in your business because it provides all the information that a potential client needs in order to make a decision about hiring you. So after you read one of my home inspection reports, you basically know everything you need to be convinced to hire me. I mean, if I can't convince you to hire me after you read my inspection report, there's something wrong with my inspection report. My inspection report is better than a business card, a flyer, better than a website, almost better than me talking about me. So every day, you need to work on your home inspection report and your software. Clients nowadays expect a home inspector to use software. So you have to use software. And I've taught about how to use a mobile device. We've gone through classes about that, how it speeds up your inspections. And you can make more profit by reducing the amount of work that you do. But really, the end result is a beautifully produced, well-written inspection report, which is a marketing tool. So you may not be thinking about that. May not be thinking that your report is a marketing tool, but it is. It's the thing that you produce that we can all judge you on. We can judge your book by your cover. Essentially, we can judge any home inspector by the report that he or she writes. So make sure it's a good one. So if you need to take a look at one of my reports that I wrote when I was a home inspector 10 years ago, I get this request all the time. So I put my inspection reports online, and it's at step 7 at that URL. Let's go back to that URL, nachi.org/everything. If we go there, you get to this page called 15 Steps for Being a Successful Home Inspector. And you scroll down to step 11, and to see one of my inspection reports, it's a link there, sample inspection reports, and you go to NACHI TV. NACHI.TV. And you go to the home inspection tab. Let's see here. The home inspection tab at the top. And you click one of the classes, one of these recorded classes on how to perform a home inspection. And in that class, I go over a lot of slides, a lot of pictures, and also the sample report, the report itself that I wrote during that inspection, for that inspection. So you just click this inspection report. This is inspection report number 20. It's a PDF document. You can go over it. If you want to steal from it, go right ahead. You have my permission right here, right now. Permission to use anything you want. The format, the way I write, I wrote terribly. I wrote like I speak, and I speak in fraction sentences. So if you are robust and eloquent in your language, you should write your narratives, your report, just the way you speak. I wrote mine just the way I spoke. I thought that was appropriate. I really didn't like buying narratives that someone else wrote well eloquently in large paragraphs using big words that I don't know. I wrote my own narratives. So if I had to describe something in my inspection report, it was basically me talking. And that worked well because that was part of my service. My brand was I spoke, I educated my clients while doing an inspection, and what I actually said appeared in my inspection report. It wasn't something different. I felt I reduced my liability, legal liability, that way as well. So if you wanted to check out some sample reports to build your own, or to judge mine against yours, my terrible reports against your really good reports, make sure yours is much better than mine. Okay, mine are really bad. We also have a report writing course, which is really good. The report writing course is basically, we give you a big bunch of pictures of defects, and you write how you would describe those defects. And we also provide you what other home inspectors wrote about those defects. So there's a defect there. It's an obvious defect: missing shingles, exposed underlayment, prone to active water leaks, major water leaks. There's even sheathing exposed. The underlayment is not there. Is that an underlayment? So how would you write that up? If you took that inspection picture, how would you write it? And that is an exercise that every home inspector should do, ideally prior to your first job. And if you're a veteran, let's say you are taking this class and you just want to boost your business a little bit with marketing, well, you should be writing your inspection report better than anybody else, because you've had, let's say, 10 years upon everyone else in building the most important marketing piece that any home inspector could produce, which is your inspection report. So what I do during class is I ask my students to provide samples of their inspection reports, and I judge them upon their reports. That's how important it is. I can critique them on how well they perform a home inspection upon how well that report is written. It is the most important piece, I would say, of marketing that any home inspector could work on. So we provide you different kinds of tools in order to write a better report. One of them is this online class that you could take, free online report writing course for members of InterNACHI. We also have a checklist. This inspection report checklist is based upon the standards of practice. It's free, it's downloadable, anybody can go there and take a look at how your report is structured in comparison to the InterNACHI sample checklist, because the InterNACHI sample checklist is based upon the standards of practice. How the standards of practice flow and what you're required to inspect and not required to inspect are reflected in this simple basic checklist, which should be a starting point for a very good home inspection report, which is your best marketing piece. See how it's interconnected. Your marketing piece is actually connected to the standards of practice. So that's one. Let's go to two. I could talk a lot about inspection reports, but we're going to keep going. Two, move-in certified. Move-in certified is a good idea for marketing. Let's go there. It's moveincertified.com, and it has your own website. So it says, are you selling a home? So this is a service for people who are listing their home for sale. So you would inspect this home, find the defects, major defects, performing a regular home inspection for the seller or the agent selling the home, and you find the problems, and ideally they would fix the problems prior to another buyer coming in and looking at the house. Ideally, you would do this even before the house is listed, but real estate agents love to list that house. So this would eliminate those negotiations, those last-minute negotiations over defects that were discovered by a home inspector, because you would get there first. You would do a great, thorough inspection. You'd find the problems that would likely be negotiated when another inspection comes, and you would work with the seller and the agent, and they would ideally fix those problems prior to listing the home. And then you would post your sign in the yard that it was pre-inspected, and you ask for a copy of your best marketing piece. So potential home buyers looking for a home would love to see this. This has already been inspected and basically doesn't have any defects in it. And please ask for a copy of the inspection report that was done. That's your inspection report. That's your best marketing piece. Now you have people visiting homes, taking copies of your inspection reports, and driving around the neighborhood looking for homes to buy and home inspectors to hire. And they're holding your best marketing piece in their hand. I mean, you can't get any better than that. Step 3, business cards. Go to NACHI.org/marketing, and that's the URL that you want to go to, NACHI.org/marketing. And InterNACHI has a marketing team. The marketing team isn't for InterNACHI, it's for members of InterNACHI. And when you become a member, you have access to all of these fantastic resources. One of them is the marketing team, a big staff of very talented, creative illustrators and designers, and a marketing director. And if you haven't called the marketing department yet, you really ought to. You haven't used that resource that is provided to members for free. So go to NACHI.org/marketing, and you get to the marketing services website. And if you want to take a look at some of the work that our marketing team has done for members, here's one for Dan Keogh. That is a nice brochure. So this is a 3-fold, tri-fold brochure. The colors look great. The logo was designed. I see action shots of Dan wearing a nice shirt, inspection shirt, taking a digital picture up on the roof. There's some certification logos. I mean, you can't get this from Vistaprint. You can't get your cousin to do this. So our staff, our marketing team, designs business cards, brochures, flyers for our members all day long. That's our specialty. And let's go back. I'll show you a business card of Dan's. So here's Dan's business card. Nice. Got the nice big logo there. Got the CPI logo. Got the InterNACHI certified logo. Contact information. His tagline, act with confidence. I like it. And you can take a look for inspiration if you're wanting to redesign your existing business card. You can take a look at other business cards. Let's see if I can get back. Here's another one. Alfredo. That's a nice business card. In Texas. And think about color and the feeling you want that comes out of seeing color and the design. Maybe use other business cards that we've designed for you as inspiration. If you have an existing logo, we can redesign your logo. We can redesign your business cards, flyers, brochures. And all the design work, which is the hardest part, is free. We do all the design work for free. We have a one-on-one consultation meeting with you, essentially online. You fill out a questionnaire and we help you build your brand and figure out what your logo and business card wants to look like, what you want on it. And then you place an order, and all that design work is free. The consultation, the branding, the help is free. So let's see here. Let's go back. So make sure you have business cards, and you just don't hand out one. I handed out a ton, at least 3, because they're going to hand them out to other people. So when my client first showed up at the inspection, they pulled up in the driveway. I was basically getting down from my ladder. I tried to time it right to get down from the ladder, from the roof. And great customer service, right? Big smile, clean shirts, nice handshake, welcoming everybody, and immediately pull out business cards so that they can pass them out and confirm that your name, because you say your name and sometimes people can't remember your name. So looking at your business card with the name up, which is really important, they can feel rested in knowing that I don't have to remember his name or her name. I got it right here in my business card. Business cards are really nice, really nice. So don't have anybody design your business cards. That's a family member. That's terrible. Don't go to Vistaprint to get your business cards designed. That's awful. Use InterNACHI's marketing department, and all the design work is free for members. Number 4, a good marketing product is a home maintenance book. Basically, I have 3. Here's the home maintenance book here, titled Now That You've Had a Home Inspection. And this is the 11th edition. And it's full color, color in and out. And inside, it follows the standards of practice. You're performing an inspection according to a standards of practice. Your report is written in chunks according to the standards of practice. Like there's a section on roof, I'm sure, because you're required to inspect the roof according to the standards. Well, there's the first section in here is roof, how to, what a homeowner needs to know about maintaining a roof after it's been inspected. And there are at least a dozen reasons to hire you again as part of a homeowner's routine maintenance plan. As part of a homeowner's routine maintenance plan, a home should be inspected just to make sure that no roof leaks are let go too long. No plumbing leaks are hidden from the homeowner. So they're on top of things. We also have a Spanish version, Spanish, and also Florida specific, because Florida is like a separate country unto itself. Lots of odd things down in Florida, like roofs blow off down in Florida. So you won't find anything about cold climate issues with the Florida specific home maintenance book. About 100 pages long, full color, in and out, $2.70. That sounds like a lot, right? $2.70 per inspection? Actually, I'd give out 2 or 3 books. So now it's like, oh, that's $6 an inspection. Yeah, don't buy the home maintenance books. Have your client buy their own home maintenance books, right? Increase your fee by $10 so that you can hand out 3 home maintenance books per inspection. And you get a cup of coffee too, because there's extra change, right? Allow your clients to buy what they need. They need a home inspection? Okay, $350. That's my home inspection fee. Oh, now it's $360 because I do 3 home maintenance books. And now it's $390 because I also do free infrared scans. Add value to your home inspection. If the perceived value of any marketing piece or any marketing idea, product or service, if the perceived value is greater than the cost, then it's a no-brainer. It's a great business decision, right? If the perceived value perceived by your client, if that perceived value is greater than the cost, then it's obvious you should make that decision. It's a great business decision. There's no risk in taking it. Risk comes from when you're not quite sure of the return, right? So you take that risk. But this is a no-brainer. The perceived value for Americans especially of a home maintenance book that's full color and customized. This is a customized home maintenance book, which costs the same. It's $2.70. The customization, remember, the design work is free. So I think you have to buy a certain amount to get the same price. But you're going to do more than 100 inspections this year, right? So buy a bunch of customized home. This is just a handful that I pulled off our marketing shelf. We customized all of these, the marketing department, front and back. I like this one, right? And then they have their pictures in the back. And this is one of my favorites. Just the color and the logo design. And this was really great. If you look at it closely, they are inspecting the roof from cherry pickers. So this is a marketing piece. And you promise this to your clients in your flyers, in your marketing presentations, on your website. You promise to give these 3 home maintenance books on every inspection so that they can expect it. This isn't like icing on the cake after after you've done an inspection and you've been paid and you're about to shake hands and leave the house, and then you give them a home maintenance book. Nope, you put this value up front. This is an upfront value proposition to be hired. So you have to tell people that you have custom home maintenance books. Several issues you'll give out, several copies you'll give out during every inspection, right? And you give out 3 because your typical home owner in the United States, especially, Americans don't throw away books very easily, right? They give them away. So they'll put 1 on their bookshelf or somewhere with the other maybe appliance manuals. And then they'll give the others away at work or in the neighborhood. And so they're passing out a really great marketing piece for you, and they have your contact information in case they need to hire you again. So home maintenance books is really important. And don't you dare think you have to buy home maintenance books. Allow your clients to buy them for them. Number 5, websites. If you're not online, if you haven't put your business online yet, you're making a terrible mistake. Everyone is online. Even the mom and pop pizza shop has a basic website. Where do you find basic websites that look really great, that are free, that you can create in just a couple hours? Step 6 at InterNACHI.org/everything. So if you go to step 6, or go to that URL and scroll down to step 6, website. So we have resources on how to build your inspection website for free. So I have taught classes before on how to build inspection websites. If you can write an inspection report, you have the skill set to build your own website. And I'll show you how to do it in these videos for free, at no cost, nothing. Weebly is a great website. There's like Squarespace and Wix and Weebly. I like Weebly. They have templates that are for free. You never pay for them. If you want something a little bit more fancier, you pay a little bit more. If you want like a shopping cart because you're selling products and you have a shopping cart and it's an e-commerce site, right? That's like 15 bucks a month. The most expensive website you could possibly get is a dozen bucks a month, right? So like 50 cents a day. Don't feel obligated to hire anyone to build a website for you. You are responsible for your website nowadays because you actually have the skills. I know you do. If you're a home inspector, you have the skills to build your own website, a free one. So there's no excuse. You have the skills. You can add pages to your inspection report. You can add pages to a website. You can add images to your inspection report. You can add images to a website. If you can type some text in your inspection report, I know you are, you can type text in your website. And we'll show you how. And we give you all the resources here. Here's 5 ways to make your home inspection website better. Here's how to build a killer inspection website at no cost. Here's a sample website that I created in a day. I took 8 hours of my life, and I used Weebly and their templates, and I created this home inspection website. One of the best things you can put on your homepage, by the way, is you. You are the greatest marketing piece of your entire company. Don't put a picture of a home, like a big mansion home, on your homepage. So was that where you live? No, they are wanting not to buy a home. They already found their home. They already found their dream home. They're in the stage now. They already found their dream home, right? They're in the stage of hiring a person that they've never met. And they're trying to judge the book by its cover. So you want an image of you and a sample report to download, right? So put that on your website. And we talk about that stuff during our website classes. 6 tip. Flyer, brochure, and rack cards. Oh, we kind of talked about this, but let's go back to step 5 of InterNACHI.org/everything. Let's get to the marketing department. Step 5. So let's check out some of the recent work that we've done at the marketing department. And here's what you can look at. Brochures, business cards, logos, vehicle magnets, rack cards. Do you know what a rack card is? You really should. We do folders. We do banners, we do book covers. We also do actually apparel, vehicle wraps, big billboards, street billboards. So we do a lot of things. And all of the design work, again, all the design work, where, designing this stuff, you can actually tell me, honestly, that you could have designed that flyer? That is an amazing flyer for first responder home inspections. We designed the logo design was free, and we designed this brochure. And here's the business card. That is an excellent business. I love the new orientation, right? This way. And there's the logo. So I would visit the marketing site and compare and get inspired, and then hire the marketing team to redesign your marketing. Christopher asks, is Home Advisor recommended for leads? It was never for me. If I was going to spend $15 of my hard-earned money, I was going to find other ways to generate leads. I wish I had all the resources that InterNACHI provides. So we have a leads generator for free for members. It's basically a big net out on the web. And someone looking for a home inspector uses our search engines, and we'll direct that person, according to the name, address, and phone number, and zip code, to your website. And we direct a lot of potential home buyers, people looking for home inspectors on the web, and they land on our members' websites all day long. And we have a generator. You can actually watch the ticker. It ticks. We do about 3.97 leads per minute. So yeah. So do you pay for leads? That might be in your business plan. It was never for me. I like to be in control, and there's always like that fine print about that lead. What actually is the lead? Do they have one lead that they give to 5 other people, right? Or is it just for me, right? And what happens when, how do I get that actual lead? Do I get the phone number? Is it all mine? So that, I would say read the fine print. And make sure you've totally exhausted all the resources that InterNACHI provides for members for free before buying leads. And make sure your website is in good shape too, because those leads probably, they want to see your website. So yard signs are kind of like this, right? So we designed this one. This comes from InterNACHI. You can buy it on inspectoroutlet.com for a few bucks. But you can also have the marketing department make your own website sign. So there's abundant inspections. There's another, well, got the move-in certified. But you can imagine your home inspector website sign in the front yard. As soon as you pull up, stick that in the front yard. This home is being inspected by BigBenInspections.com. And we can design those signs for you, those yard signs. Real estate presentations, I used to do that a lot because my business essentially came from real estate agents, relationships built with real estate agents who just liked what I did. So my goal was to have 30 real estate agents who liked to work with each inspector in the company. Because if I had 30 real estate agents for each inspector and they close on average 1 a month or so, that inspector is going to be busy. So if you wanted to present about a particular topic, instead of just talking about yourself, we have some presentations. You can have a free downloadable slide presentation. And they're on AFCIs, on deck safety, on landscaping, on lighting. They're like a dozen slides, about 5 minutes long. Nothing too much. Remember, you just want to educate them a little bit and then feed them a little bit, maybe sponsor some hot coffee, and then get out. Leave your marketing behind. Leave your business cards behind. Leave your home maintenance books behind, a big stack of home maintenance books behind so they can pass them out to their next clients. Real estate agents love to give free materials about homes and buying homes and real estate to their clients. If you don't know what to say during the presentation, we have some nice slides for you. That is a really great way to hook up with real estate agents. Never go into a real estate presentation and say what any other home inspector can say. Never say things like that you write good reports, that you're very thorough, and you're professional, and things like that, right? Everyone says that. You have to say something specific and unique to you, what distinguishes you. So I would probably open up with infrared, right? And pass out my infrared cameras, because I have a few for my inspectors, and let them play with them for a little bit and see how cool that is, and tell them that I include free infrared scans with every home inspection. You don't have to pay for it, right? That's pretty cool. And you know, you have to be certified and trained and certified. Don't just pick up an infrared camera. You'll get yourself in trouble. So be infrared certified. You can put that patch on your shoulder. Wear it with pride. Let's see what else we got. Oh, NACHI.org/AgentCE. Agent CE is a web page where an agent can an agent can take free online continuing education courses that are approved by their state, province, or country. So here's that page, and let's just say Colorado. I'm in Colorado. So if you're a Colorado home inspector, direct all of your real estate agents to this page, and they can take free online continuing education that's approved by the state to help them renew their own license. So here are 3 courses: home energy efficiency, home energy score, and saving home energy. There's a little theme there about energy. And then they just create a free account and they log in. And to tell them all about it, we have real estate cards that you pass out during a real estate presentation. So here's a card that says free exclusive online continuing education for real estate agents. Step 1, 2, 3. It's very easy for real estate agents to take online continuing education through you, provided to you from InterNACHI through you. First slide of the course, your contact information, so that they go, oh yeah, I remember Big Ben gave me that free real estate course. Number 9, Facebook. Not big on Facebook, but a lot of people are very successful on it. And what I recommend is saying something unique and specific about what your service is. So it's a business page, a business Facebook page, not your personal stuff. On your business Facebook page, what a lot of inspectors say, well, what would I possibly post? You know, what should I post? Well, videos are great. If you can't do video testimonials are like amazingly good. Having someone on video actually say, I recommend this inspector. She's really great. That's the best you can do, a video testimonial. You can do that probably at the very end of your inspection when everyone's all happy and all paid for and you're about to leave. And you go, oh my gosh, pretend like you forgot. Can you do just a quick couple of sentences, a video testimonial that I can post on YouTube, Facebook? And they'll be like, yeah, sure. And you don't even have to be, don't worry about the lighting or the sound or anything. Just get close enough so you can hear it and record it. And go horizontal, don't record vertical. Go like this and just do a video testimonial. Grab one from your client and then post that. Let's say you can't do that. Too chicken to do that. It feels odd to ask somebody to say something nice about you. Then what you do is you post inspection images. And not just an image of the house, like I inspected this house, and there's the picture of the house. You find the worst defect in that home. Something like around maybe the roof or somewhere like in the heating system or electrical system, something difficult, not obvious, like the toilet leaks or the kitchen sink has a hole in it. Something that only you as an inspector could find, not the homeowner. And then only you could find and not any other home inspector, right? Something special that you found on every home. So you take a picture and then you upload that picture to your Facebook page, and then you write about what the defect is. And you say essentially that you're the only person, you're the only certified home inspector in Boulder, Colorado, that could have found this step flashing defect, right? that's causing water leaks in this home. That's a really good, easy, and it's easy to do. You can do it once a week, once a day, and you have all of the content. So you don't have to download anything. You don't have to think about, what should I write about? It's easy. You've already written the inspection report. Just grab that one picture of a defect, stick it in Facebook, write about it, and make sure your contact information is there. Number 10, customized newsletter. We have a customized newsletter so that you can keep in contact with all of your past clients. Why do you want to keep in contact with all of your past clients? Because they are going to talk about you, and you want them to talk well about you, right? After you perform an inspection, it's going to be a great inspection, great experience. They're going to buy the home and maybe be able to negotiate because of your thorough inspection report. And they're going to talk about you at work, at play, at home. And they're going to forget about you if you don't reach out to them. They're going to forget if their friend is buying a home. They're going to forget you. They will. They'll forget you. And it's your fault, right? You didn't give them a book to put on their shelf. You didn't give them a couple more to pass out to their friends. You didn't give them really professional-looking marketing. Or you didn't send them a newsletter that they can subscribe to. Why would they subscribe to a boring newsletter? Well, this newsletter isn't boring. It's customized to the home that you inspected. So for example, if you inspected a very old home that had a roof problem and a hot water tank that was leaking, Shazam, we customized the newsletter so that the first issue is about older homes and older home problems and maintenance issues, how to maintain a roof, and how to replace a hot water tank. Issues that are specific to the home that you inspected and the defects that you found and already wrote about in your inspection report are in the newsletter. So it's something that they would actually read. You have to keep in contact with your clients. If you can get the past 100 clients to recommend one job, essentially you've doubled your jobs in 2 years. That's amazing. So you can't let go of your past clients. They're your neighbors, for goodness sake. Certification logos. We have more than 45 different types of certification logos. So you go to nachi.org/certification, and this is a marketing strategy because no other association has 45 different types of certification logos, more than 45. So you get trained and certified in, let's say, chimney inspections, right? And you put chimney inspector logo on your website. Where did I put mine? Well, I have a page on my inspection website called Big Ben Inspection. Remember, I designed this one just for teaching purposes. And I put them on my qualifications page, and there they are. So here are my qualifications. It has very little text on this page. It's all about all the certification logos. And if you hover over one, well, I'm trained as an exterior inspector. I'm pet friendly too. I'm infrared certified. I'm IAC2, radon and mold certified. So those logos aren't just for your business card. They're for your website, your flyer, anything. You can put it on the back of your home maintenance book, on your marketing pieces. Use those certification logos. Do not use only or at all InterNACHI's logo. It drives me nuts when I see the InterNACHI logo. You don't have to promote InterNACHI. InterNACHI is doing well. You have to promote yourself. So promote the CPI logo, certification logo, right? So you want the CPI logo everywhere. This guy. Let's see if I can get to it. There it is. That logo says everything that a potential client is looking for. They're on the internet searching for an inspector, but not just any inspector, a professional one, and someone who's certified. So we have a certified professional inspector logo, and it's actually registered as a federal certification mark. So no one else on the planet can say I'm a certified professional inspector unless you're a certified professional inspector through InterNACHI. That's how important the certification logos are. Don't put InterNACHI's logo on your business card or on your website homepage. That's really important real estate. put what you are on your marketing. Indoor-only shoes. We wore only indoor-only shoes. So when you walk up to the front door, you kick off the exterior shoes, and in your tool bag, you have indoor-only shoes, and you slip them on. The booty things, I never liked the you look silly with things wrapped around you, and it just doesn't work. It's not very safe too. You could slip off a ladder. So wear indoor-only shoes. Sometimes they're slip-ons. You know, some guys, inspectors like to tie them off. So the point is, and then I take a picture. So an inspector should take a picture of her feet just to prove that she was wearing indoor-only shoes. And then you leave a leave behind letter, and it's at that URL, NACHI.org, leave-behind letter, and we have it here. If you wanted to buy them or print them off yourself, you can use the same language if you wanted to. And it says that you performed an inspection, you moved a lot of things, you turned a lot of things on, try to put everything back. You may want to check a few things just to make sure that I turned them off, like the oven and thermostat, just where you want them. And I still remember the phone call. I got a complaint that I left the blind askew. I didn't even know what the word askew meant. I had to look it up. So some homeowners are very particular about their possessions and their condition of the home. So you want to make sure you tell them that you respected their home like it was your own. You even wore indoor-only shoes, and it says that on the leave behind letter. So that's a marketing tip. I used to use a picnic blanket. I threw down a picnic blanket where I was going to set up my ladder inside the home. So typically, commonly, I found that the attic access was in the ceiling of the second floor hallway or bedroom. And so instead of just putting my ladder down with dirty feet, I don't have indoor-only shoes for my ladder, right? But I have a picnic blanket. So and not just any blanket, not a canvas thing that has dirt on it, not a painter's cloth, right, with a bunch of splashes on it. It was the idea of a picnic blanket is it's so clean that you could eat off of it, right, during a picnic. So you put down your picnic blanket. I had two, actually, one for the floor for my ladder feet, and then for the clothes, to protect the clothes, because a lot of access panels are in the closet. Unfortunately, it's crazy, in the closet of a bedroom. So when you open up that access panel, all that insulation or rock wool or fiberglass will come down on the clothes, not mine. So I have two picnic blankets, got my ladder, I open it up, and then guess what I do? I take a picture of it. Click. So no one has any complaints, right? I've taken a picture of my indoor-only shoes, and I've taken a picture of the picnic blankets protecting other people's stuff because I respect it so much. Marketing tip. They loved it. I mean, almost everything I do was really good for my business, allowed me to perform a really good inspection and be very thorough and clean, but it was also had the extra benefit. Almost everything I did was a marketing bump. Bumped up my marketing, bumped up my brand, and people talked about it. Customer service. If you don't know what I'm talking about treating other people well and how to present yourself and speak and shake hands and smile and how to answer questions on the phone, how to answer your phone. We call inspectors and we're just amazed that, one, you don't even answer, and two, you answer as if you don't want to talk, right? Two strikes. So yeah, we have a customer service course, how to take care of your clients, even before you meet them, and how to do phone calls and emails. So that's there as well. And that's a free online course to members. And I recommend, I don't care how long you've been in business, you can always improve your customer service. Promo video. If you are coming to class at the InterNACHI school in Boulder, Colorado, you can stop by the video department. And while you're here, let's see, click the While You're Here tab, and you can produce your own promo video. So we have a studio, and James and Tom are in the studio, and you can do a 30-second promo video. Hi, I'm Big Ben from Big Ben Inspections in Boulder, Colorado. I'm a certified professional inspector and certified master inspector. and I perform the best inspections you could ever want, or blah, 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 right? And you do 30 seconds, 10 seconds, a minute. If you can't think like me about what to say, you can just read on our teleprompter. So you can write a little script, read on a teleprompter. We'll film it, edit it, and produce it for you for free. If you come here and take one of our classes, schedule about 15 minutes. It only takes 15 minutes to do. We'll set you up with a promo video. That's how important videos, marketing videos, promo videos are when you especially share them. Because everyone loves a video, a short video, and no one reads anymore. So your website and your flyers and your brochures and marketing should be visual, very little verbal, very little text. So Google owns YouTube, right? And when you do a search, you can do it right now, a lot of YouTube videos pop up in the search. And so they transcribe what you say in the video. So you want to say certain things. You want to say your name, your address, your phone number, your location, maybe even throw in a zip code in there. And that text that you say in the video is transcribed. And people looking for things on the internet may find your video because you said the certain words that they were looking for, like a certified home inspector in Boulder, Colorado. So YouTube videos are important, and we'll help you with those. Action shots. Put action shots, you inspecting, put them on your website. So if you go to bigbeninspections.com and scroll down, I've got action shots. There's me looking at the electrical panel. There's me looking as best I can. There's me looking at the roof, the exterior, in the crawl space. So you want action shots. Don't show me a picture of a home that no one has inspected that you've just found on the internet. Action shot. There's some infrared shots. There's me walking on the roof, and we can talk about exceeding the standards of practice. There's me pulling dirt out of a floor register. I always do that. You don't do that? Yeah, whenever there's a furnace with ductwork, stick my hand in the floor register. There's always something fun to find in there. Careful, it could be a little dangerous too. And my brand is that I bring very tall ladders to every inspection because I'm going to get up to the roof. If not on it, I'm going to get to the roof edge. I don't care how tall it is. That was my brand. It's very dangerous. If you're not trained on ladders, don't use ladders. You're not required to walk upon any roof. You're not required to even use a ladder, according to the standards of practice. But this was part of my brand. So anybody who saw this understood that that distinguished me from a lot of my competition, right? And the infrared as well distinguished me from my competition in the home maintenance books, right? And being a certified professional inspector, right? And providing a home maintenance newsletter. That was different, right? So think of things for your marketing strategy that distinguish you from all the rest, that has a perceived value that's much greater than the cost. And for me, there is no cost because, like we said before, I wouldn't buy things like this. I would allow my client to buy things like this for me. So this is a lunchbox that I leave behind. It says, "Thank you for allowing us to inspect your home. Take a look inside." And they open it up, and there's a surprise inside. Wow, I leave this for the homeowner. I inspected their home, right? They're all ticked off because I inspected their home and found a bunch of problems. And, well, what you put in it for them, that's up to you. You can put anything in there, right? And you can get that lunchbox from our e-commerce partner, Inspector Outlet. Go to events, inspector booths, conventions, chapter meetings, and learn from others and share with others. Don't keep things a secret. You only grow in your business when you start to realize that you have to share success. So we have all these URLs, NACHI.org/events. We have our online forum. It's a lot of fun. It could be educational too. We have a Facebook page. You can share some things on there. And we have our NACHI.org/school, which has classes and events and free days. You can come in at any time and take a look around the the House of Horrors, if you like, take some action shots of you. Home Energy Score is a really good program to boost your business. It's a really good marketing thing. So I would, if I was doing an inspection today, I would take a few more minutes of my time to collect data and write a report. The report is free. And produce a score for my clients. I'd also score every home that's for sale, because we know a home energy score, if you don't know what I'm talking about, home energy score, well, it's a score from 1 to 10, 10 being very efficient, 1 being inefficient. You score a home from 1 to 10 and allows a potential home buyer to understand how much money they're going to need on utilities. What's the actual cost of operating the home, the heating, the cooling, and the operating costs, lighting, things like that. This is a marketing piece we designed. You hang it on the door on your neighbors, and it asks, how does your home compare to other homes in the neighborhood? How does your home score? Does it score high? Score low? And there's a flyer. You can customize this flyer, pass out flyers about home energy scores. It only takes a couple minutes to do a score after a home inspection. It's for U.S. only, for U.S. housing stocks, because the software works only on the United States. And it's a really great value-added service. And our goal is to have a score on every MLS. Every home that's for sale should have a score for people to understand if this home is going to cost me more after I move in because it's inefficient, or is it going to save me money in the long run because it's so energy efficient. It has energy efficient features. And people understand the score. There are other ratings out there that are very complicated. One's upside down. So this score is 1 to 10. And I think everybody knows that a 10 is really good. And there have been studies, because this program is backed by the U.S. Department of Energy, they've done studies, right, before they roll this out nationally. Now it's everywhere. We know that homes that score greater than 5 sell faster and for more money. And homes that score 6 or more, you can get a bigger loan. So there are many benefits for you offering a home energy score. And if you're not offering it out, get into it. NACHI.org/home energy score. It's coming. It's the big wave. It's the next wave. Your brand. You got to work on your brand. What is your brand? It's not marketing. Your brand is what distinguishes you from your competition. So we have an exercise. It's kind of fun. We have an exercise at this long URL. And if you go down, scroll down, there's a branding exercise. So one of them is list 3 areas in which your company is the best and why. Why are you the best? Well, my company is the best because of the inspector. I'm a certified master inspector, and I performed over 10,000 home inspections since 1996. And also, I teach other inspectors. So why would you hire one of my students, right? Hire me. I'm the best, right? That's one of the best reasons to hire me. List 3 things about your company that everyone should know about that no one does. Oh, well, my company hands out home maintenance books to every client and a home maintenance newsletter. And we perform home maintenance inspections. So we're really into maintaining the home after we perform a home inspection. So we have this huge client base that we perform home maintenance inspections and provide home maintenance information to. Things like that. You have to figure out what distinguishes you from everyone else. If you can't, then yeah, that's one of the strategies for being successful. You have to figure out who you are and why somebody would hire you. If you know exactly why somebody would hire you, then you present that on your website. For example, when I go to real estate offices and I talk to them, I ask real estate agents, what would be your ideal home inspection? And they go, my ideal home inspector? Yeah. What kind of home inspector would you love to hire and work with? What kind of home inspection is perfect for you? And whatever they say, I write it down, and then I change the way I do things in order to provide that need. That way, when a real estate agent looks at my brand and my services and my company, it clicks. I actually provide exactly what they need. They experience my inspection in the way that they want their best inspection experience to be, right? So next time you see a real estate agent, ask them, what's the ideal inspection for you? What kind of home inspector would your client like to hire, right? So you have to figure out what distinguishes you from everyone else. And it's a bit of an exercise. It's a thought exercise. And you work on your name too. So my inspection company name was Peach Home Inspections. Peach, P-E-A-C-H. We're in southeastern Pennsylvania, near Philly. We don't grow peaches in northeastern United States. But it really lent to a great logo design and a brand that worked. And one of the things that I did in order to market our services was to deliver baskets of peaches during the right season. So the farmers would harvest peaches, right? It wasn't like Georgia peaches, but pretty good Pennsylvania peaches. And I'd go to the farmer and buy little baskets of peaches, fill up my truck, and spend all day delivering peaches to real estate offices. I'd go in, I'd yell, "Your fresh peaches are here." A lot louder than that. With napkins, knives, forks, because when you cut open a fresh peach, it can be disgusting. So you have to provide really good, thick napkins, forks, knives. And then I stuck my flyers, trifold brochures, into the basket in my business cards. And it was all peach, 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 peach. And did that every year, just to confirm that we're the greatest home inspection company in the world. So you could do that. I like blueberry inspections. Blueberry, and everyone is wearing blue, and there's a lot of blueberry pastries that you could serve, and blueberry blue pen, blue color. It's really good. Solidarity comes from the blue color. Really good. Another one was, I think we designed a logo for a member, bumblebee inspections, and all the inspectors are buzzing around. It's really good. You have to think of a marketing name, a company name that lends well to a marketing strategy and a logo design. And visit the small local real estate offices. Every home inspector wants to hit the big 200 agent office. Not me. I went for the low-hanging fruit. So I visited the mom and pop real estate offices, the offices with 2 or 3 agents in it. And they were just tickled pink by having a visitor. They're never visited. No one ever comes to those small real estate offices. Delivering peaches, baskets of peaches on a regular basis. Yeah, I sucked up all the small real estate offices in my local area. Left the big Caldwell Banker office, 400 agents. I could care less. I got everybody else, right? So that could be a marketing strategy. Number 24, sponsor some breakfasts or lunch or coffees. So we used to deliver fresh baked peach pastries prior to the weekly or monthly real estate office meeting. It was a small office, right? Dozen real estate agents. And we delivered a dozen pastries and, napkins and forks and all that. And then the bakery, provided a really nice box, and we stuck our business. We taped our business cards on the box so that when you open it, there's our business card and business card on every side and all that stuff, and business cards all over the place. And the office manager would announce that this meeting is sponsored by Peach Inspections. And they were eating peaches. They were eating the taste of my company. So yeah, I really locked in to getting close to my real estate agents. Invite past clients to your backyard. You are inspecting your neighbors' homes. I did. I inspected my neighbors' homes. When I started out, I was afraid to announce that I was the home inspector. I don't want anybody asking me any questions. But when you get, to be a veteran, you tell everybody that you're a home inspector. And when there's a weather event, like a hurricane or bad storm, everyone comes to you because you've got the infrared camera, you've got the moisture meters, and you've got the know-how, you got the ladder. You can take a look around and help people with their homes. And when the times are good, you should celebrate being neighbors, right? And Every time should be a good time. If you have a complaint, don't take it personally, and take it as a constructive critique of your service, and do better next time. Maybe it's not your fault, but take responsibility, fix that problem that you had with a complaint, and move on, and invite them to your backyard next year for a barbecue or something, right? Have something catered, invite the most recent 50 or the closest 50 clients, and have a party in your backyard. If they don't come, that's okay. You've reached out to them. They'll remember, oh yeah, that's that home inspector who does the free infrared and the home maintenance books, right? So I dare you to invite your past clients to your backyard. Don't blow them off. They are ambassadors. Use them to promote your company. Let them talk well about you instead of forgetting about you. So keep in contact with your clients. I want to leave you with 3 URLs. It's nachi.org/everything. We try to put everything on that page. And I didn't even get to half this stuff. I mean, we have a ton of great stuff for kids. Do you ever do a Saturday inspection and the whole family shows up and kids are there? What do you do with the kids? Well, don't pull out the iPads. Give them something to do. So here's fire safety for kids. And this is like a coloring book, an activity book that InterNACHI provides. You can give them away. This is a cool one if the kids want to know what you're doing. This room has been inspected and is monster free. How do I know? Because I checked under the bed, in the closet, behind the curtains, and this is from InterNACHI too. These are marketing products and services and tips. And, here's a maintenance checklist you can give out to your clients to maintain their home. A home inspection should be part of every homeowner's routine maintenance plan, especially if you're in the north, cold climates. Every home, especially a flat roof home, should be inspected. Every roof should be inspected every year. And there's a space for your contact information. And this is a free negligent referral protection. You should get into that. Buy your home back guarantee. That's a good one. nachi.org/buy. You should look into that. But I've got other things here, a whole table full. But we are past our time. Oh, stay back sign, a safety sign. I'm saying, well, this is more of a safety thing, right? It's not really marketing. Remember, everything that you do to make you a better home inspector probably makes you a better home inspector in comparison to other inspectors. And that means marketing. So the other URL is nachi.tv for free online classes, interactive classes, and nachi.org/school, where we have live training at the House of Horrors and events as well. So Brian asks, how important is the vehicle that you're in? Working on getting a decal for my truck, but I don't have one yet. Well, when I was doing inspections, I went crazy. So I bought the largest truck that Ford made in 1996. It was a Ford 350 crew cab, and it was over 10,000 pounds. And I had a huge ladder rack. I used to carry a 40-foot aluminum ladder, a 28-foot fiberglass ladder, a 12-foot aluminum ladder, a step ladder, and crawl space stuff. So yeah, I went overboard on everything. Big. And it was red. It was diesel. And it was loud. But that was my thing. Because that's the kind of client that I thought of serving. So I wanted to serve someone who would hire me. Who would hire me? Someone who would appreciate this big red dragon truck coming in. I personally would never hire a home inspector who drives a Prius, because I know that they're not carrying a ladder. And I want my inspector to go up on the roof. That's the kind of client I am. And if that doesn't fit your client base, if that's not your target, that's okay. Your target is something else. Maybe your target is about green building features and energy efficiency and low footprint, right? Which I love all that stuff. But that was not my image. I just stuck with an image, and I stuck with it. So vehicle is really important to me because it's one of the first impression things. Your hand, your face, your handshake, your face, your smile, first impression stuff. Your phone etiquette as well is a first impression. that you should work on. Your report, it goes on and on. But your vehicle is one of the more important things. Unfortunately, people judge you by what you drive if you're a professional. If you're a contractor, I want to see a big old van or a truck that's a little bit dirty, you know? So I don't know, that's me. And a vehicle, I had vehicle magnets. And then for years, and then I invested, and it wasn't that much money. I thought it was going to be a lot of money to have my vehicle wrapped. I had my entire, I had a 250 Ford Econo line. They don't make them anymore. A big van. And the sides of the van were like billboards. So I was driving billboards all over the place. So I wrapped my whole truck with peach inspections. It was great. It was well worth it. I thought it was going to be very costly, but it wasn't. And it just exploded our business. And when we pulled up, because sometimes we pulled up with 2 vans, it was just amazing. Like, this is a professional home inspection company. But that's how I handled first impressions, right? I just wanted to blow people away in the beginning. Christopher, you got it. Brian, Facebook. Do you recommend anything other than marketing on your business? Facebook page? It's an interesting question. Like, for me, you know, if I post a picture of a defect on my Facebook page, it's about technical. It's a technical issue, right? But it's really, I mean, if you're on Facebook about your business, it's all about marketing. So, you know, I don't know. The point was, a lot of home inspectors don't know what to put on their Facebook page, so they put stupid stuff on there, right? And I'm saying you have an infinite amount of rich, robust content that is unique to you, and then no one else has it, and you can share it. And it's so easy to do because you already did it. You already wrote the inspection report about the missing insulation in the attic space and no one has seen for 10 years, right? You can take a picture of that, post it up, and you have content that's rich and robust. And Facebook and Google and all the search engines love content that is specific to you, that came from you, that no one else could have written and no one else can find, right? Only from you. And that is, I don't know, I have no idea, but I would assume is ranked high. You know, someone looking something specific that only you provide, that rich content, yeah. So it's very easy to put really good content on any social network that you own because you are a home inspector and you're collecting information and writing it, and it comes from you. You know what I mean? So don't copy paste anything anymore. That's what we used to do. We used to copy paste and put a lot of information on web pages and newsletters that were, you know, literally copy pasted from someone else, right? Can't do that. Google is smart enough. They frown upon that. They want something very short, sweet, and rich, robust, unique coming from you. And you have that information, you have that content because you are a home inspector writing inspection reports. Where in the report did you put the pictures of the picnic blanket? Oh, I took maybe 400, 300, 500 pictures on every home inspection, and I could only put so many in the report. So if I thought about it, what's 60 times 9? So that's a lot, you know. I tried to put at least 100 pictures in the report, but not always. So I always put my feet on the roof, in the roof section. I always put a picture of my ladder, fiberglass Louisville red ladder, up against the house. That was a good picture. You know, I put pictures that kind of were brand pictures, and I put pictures of defects. So when somebody read my best marketing piece, which is my inspection report, they understood this guy finds a lot of defects, and he uses infrared, and he uses picnic blankets, you know. So the picnic blanket would be in the attic insulation ventilation section of my inspection report, if I could get it there. Usually I'm trying to throw in pictures as fast as possible, click, 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 and get the report out, because I don't want to work at night. I'm using a mobile device, right? And I don't want to work at night. So I'm trying to produce a summary report as fast as I can. We talk about this in other classes on how to write a report and make money, being quick. Is there a good call service? yeah, the best call service is you, right? I've heard call services, because their blood isn't in it, they don't work as hard as you. No one works as hard as you. The second person would be a spouse or a partner, a business partner. And the third person would be a full-time employee whose job is to answer the phone. It got really good when I took the risk. It's a big leap to hire somebody who answers the phone. And she did a fantastic job for many years. And she also did radon tests and answered the phone, right? Back then, we didn't even have cell phones. Well, we had little ones, but basically got back to the office and did the phone work. So I'm not really a fan of call services. I don't find any problem with what I used to do, which was to interrupt my inspection and take a call, because I would explain real quick what I'm doing. So let's say I'm inspecting the electrical system, right? And the phone rings. Well, if the phone rings, the way I have my fees set up on my website, I know it's profit. I know it's a profitable call. I don't have to sell somebody on, I don't have to ask them, well, how big is it? And they've already scheduled, essentially, have the information. They're just probably confirming that I'm a human being and I can do it for that price. So I'm just going to say yes. Basically, that's all it is, because that's all I have time for. So I have a time for confirming that I will be there, and it's $590. Right, correct. Okay, I'll see you there. Bye. So if I get that phone call, I know it's profit, so I got to take it. And I say to my client who's with me during the inspection, I have to take this phone call. It's one of my clients. It's not a customer. I'm not selling pizza. It's one of my clients. I have a huge client base, right? And this is what I'm telling my client, right, during the inspection. I have to take this phone call. It's one of my clients. It must be very important. Do you mind if I take 30 seconds to take this phone call? And they'll say, no, go right ahead. And in their head, while they're saying that, they're saying, this home inspector has a client base, and I'm going to be in that circle of people that he takes care of. That's pretty good. I like that, right? So I have, just like any professional who has a client base, I take care of my clients. At any time they call, I'm going to get on the phone. And if I'm with another client, I want to share why I'm taking this phone call, because I attend to every need of my clients, right? So I'm going to take this phone call. I'm going to say, yeah, I'll do it for $400, $500. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye. And I get back to it. Thank you so much. That was one of my clients. And I just needed to confirm that I'm doing the inspection for them and their family next week. That's great. So I think answering the phone, you'll be the best at it. And then you'll get to a point where you have to convince yourself that there's somebody just as good as you to answer the phone. And so when you get to that point, then you can delegate. You start to delegate and you start to grow. As soon as you push down, you go up. So it's a hard decision to do. In the beginning, you do everything. Sooner or later, you have to realize that even doing inspections for your company doesn't have to be done by you. There's someone else who can do just an inspection that's just as good, right? So, and then you start to grow. Vince says, I'm in Florida and probably in the most markets. How do I battle the low price and inspector, either after talking to them just one person without a right? There's certain pockets of the United States where inspectors in large groups are heck bent on driving the price down. It's insane. They're insane. They're mentally, they've lost it. They're competing on price, and they'll do anything to compete on price. And they're in this big, it's like a downhill slope, and no one can stop. It's really, I've been in those situations. I've done large presentations with 100 inspectors, and they're all talking about driving the price down, essentially. And it takes, I think, I don't know what it takes. I'm going to guess. It takes the leaders of those groups to teach. Just keep teaching about how to run a successful home inspection business. And let a lot of people just drop by. let them die off because they've made those decisions to drive the price down. And you keep going up and keep teaching why it's better to go up. That's all you can do. The other thing is you have to convince people who are looking for the best price that it's actually not the price that they're looking for. It's not the best price that they're looking. They're looking for something else, looking for all the other things that we just spoke about for the past hour and 15 minutes, right? They're looking for the value. It's a hard pitch, but that's the way you got to go. The third thing you got to do is teach everyone that price, what you charge for your inspection, your fee, it actually comes from math. And if you do the math, if you ask that person to do the math, can you do the math? It's in our business course. It's a home inspection business course, chapter 11, home inspection business course. We go over how to calculate your fees. And it's based upon math. It's not based upon what other people are doing and what other people are charging. It's based upon your desired salary, overhead, and desired profit, and the number of hours or days or number of jobs you want to do. And it's basically you add that up and you divide by your work and you get what you should be charging, let's say per hour. If it takes you 3 hours, then it's math. And that's what you need to charge. If you are charging less than that, then you are actually not making money and that you're pulling food off your table in order to pay for your business decisions, right? So it's really based upon math. Takes leadership. I would start chapters in your area and invite inspectors in to talk about marketing and business strategies and then teach them. It's terrible. Florida is really terrible. They're just driving themselves down. So there's this one story that I always talk about Picasso. Did you ever hear the story about Picasso? He's in New York with his friends, visiting New York. He's in a cafe and they're sitting, they're talking, they're drinking and having lots of fun. And a beautiful woman comes up to Pablo Picasso and asks him to draw her on her napkin with her pen. And Pablo says, of course, I will. He loves beautiful women and he can sketch this real quick. So he gets the pen and a napkin and draws a little picture, gives it back, slides it on the table like that to show her the sketch that he's just done for her, Pablo Picasso. And the woman is just, oh, it's fantastic. This is great. She grabs the napkin and starts to take it and Pablo pulls it back off of her. And she goes, madam, and he says to her, madam, that will be $5,000. And the woman goes, that $5,000? That I'm not paying $5,000. That took you 30 seconds to sketch that. And Pablo Picasso says, no, madam, that didn't take me 30 seconds to sketch that. That took me 30 years. So the point is, you have to charge based upon your value that you provided. The value of a Pablo Picasso sketch was about $5,000, right? Probably more than that, $1 million. The value of your home inspection service is a lot more than you're probably charging. So you have plenty of room to go up and you have very little room to go down. So start thinking up. And it's by math that you calculate how to go up, right? And it's by marketing. Marketing isn't about keeping busy, doing a lot of work. Keeping busy, got a lot of jobs to do, got a lot of inexpensive, non-profit generating jobs to do today. Marketing is about generating so much work that you have to hire other people or you have to increase your fee, right? So that, you meet fee and demand. That's what marketing is all about. Marketing isn't to fill up your calendar with busy work. Marketing is about generating so much profit that you're doing well and you can hire more and grow. Marketing is about getting the phone to ring and answering it and knowing that you have a client here, a potential client here, that this is profit, right? So yeah, Sorry, Vince, I don't have a really good idea of what you can do in Florida. Just a bunch of crazy ideas about, being a leader and teaching and math and all that stuff. It's unfortunate in your area. So I would just hold your ground and make sure that you distinguish yourself from all the rest by adding value that doesn't cost you anything. Bridget, did you ever deliver a report while at the home? Yeah. So I used to do crazy stuff like bring a printer, a full color printer, and print the entire inspection report if they're willing to wait. So I did an 8 o'clock inspection and a 12 o'clock inspection. I had enough time in there. If I did a 2-3 hour inspection and another half hour to do paperwork and things like that, if they wanted to stay and I think I could do it, I'd generate the entire report, summary, print out, full report, print out, staple it, hand it over, bind it, home maintenance book, marketing agreement, and hand it in a big binder like that. So I wouldn't do that nowadays. Nowadays, no one wants all that stuff. They want it all online and electronic with a link. It's a lot cheaper that way. Also, do you recommend Tap Inspect app? Never heard of it, but that doesn't mean too much. I'm only familiar with a handful of things, a handful of software vendors, and they're partners with us, and they give discounts to InterNACHI members. They even give free memberships. If you buy their software like HomeGauge and Home Inspector Pro, they'll give a free membership, 1-year membership to InterNACHI if you buy their software. So if you put 100 pictures in the report, you don't give printed versions? Yeah. So Lori asks about pictures and reports. So I put a lot of pictures. You can go to NACHI.tv, go to the Home Inspection tab, go to Home Inspection Class number 20, and there's a sample report, or Home Inspection Class number 19 or 18 or 17. There's sample reports there, and you can take a look at my sample report. Those are the reports that I typically generated that I would say 95% of them generated at the property, because I'm starting a family. I did not want to work at night. I refused to work at night. When I came home, I was dad and dinner and wife, and I was, no more work. So that means I had to end my day at 5 o'clock. And that only meant that I had to do all my work during the day, start at 7, 8, end at 5. That means I have to write my reports with a mobile device. I have to enter all of my information and take all my pictures and video. I did video too, and add all that into my inspection reports and then share them. So when you get really good and fast with a office manager who can help you, then you can get to having 5 o'clock end and not work at night. It's pretty cool. At the peak of my business, I was doing 4.5 days of work. I only worked 4.5 days. I made a great living, because you go into business not to make a good living. A good living is you find a good job. You go into business to make a great living, lots of money. And that requires you to take on a lot of risks. But you enjoy the rewards of taking on those risks. There's no risk in having a good job. So you get paid well, good money, right? But you're in business to make a great living and take on all the risk that it entails. And so to generate a lot of business so that there's a reduction in the risk, it's all about marketing. You have to always think about marketing, always working on marketing. If you don't have an inspection tomorrow, like I would, a lot of Fridays, I wouldn't get an inspection. I don't know. In my area, not a lot of people did Friday inspections. I don't know why. So Fridays were low days. But I dressed up. I went out. I went to the office. It's great when you rent an office away from home. So I rent an office. Let's say it's in your basement. You go downstairs dressed like a home inspector, and you go into your office and you work. If you're not doing an inspection, you're working a full day on what? Marketing, right? Misty says, I was considering custom pens. Is there any value in that? Yeah, we had pens. We had everything, Misty. We had the silliest stuff. We had candy. Used to put little candy in, I'd throw candy. I wouldn't do it nowadays, but I'd throw candy in the real estate agents' cars. I'd open their door and throw peach candy in the card on their seat. And it would have a little peach home inspections. We had pens. What else did we have? It's silly things. I can't think of them right now. But, you know, had our brand, Peach. We did a lot of peach pastries, and I delivered a lot of baskets of peaches, and that worked. Our binders for our inspection reports were peach color. Peach. Just a lot of peach, 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 peach. Because the real estate agents that I worked with mainly were female. So I was kind of like turning up the effeminate aspects of my masculine company, right? So I was just playing the game, part of the marketing, and yeah, it worked. So yeah, pens. What do you think about listing on Google search? I'm not really into, I was never into it. Seems like a lot of money. I've done the Google ads and the Facebook ads and all that stuff just to learn it. It's a lot of money to get there. I think there might be a lot of resources that you can try first that are provided by InterNACHI. A lot of it is free or very low costs that I would try first. And because it's available, freely available, unlimited amount. I mean, have you talked to the InterNACHI marketing team, the director of inspector marketing of the director of marketing for the world's largest organization of home inspectors? If you haven't talked to Jessica, then yeah, run Google ads because you've wasted your time not talking to her. So go all the way, you know. You really should start with the resources that InterNACHI provides for free. And so if you haven't talked to the director of marketing for the world's largest organization of home inspectors, you're probably missing out on some really great advice. And it's free, right? So email her. Yeah. So I wouldn't, that's not my knee-jerk reaction, is to spend a lot of money on Google in hopes that that's going to do something for my business. I'm really about having 100 things that you got to do well to run a successful home inspection business, and you do each one just a little bit, improve each one. Write your inspection report a little bit better tonight. Check out your business card, redesign your logo a little bit better. Look at your website, tweak that one page a little bit better. Go over here, clean your car a little bit better, get it shined up, figure out where to go to get it cleaned every day. Improve your apparel, right? Do you know why? This is marketing, by the way. Do you know why I have inspector on the back of my home inspection shirt? It doesn't say peach, does it? It says home inspector or inspector. Because if I'm on the property, I've already been hired. I don't have to market that, right? So what I realized was when I'm on the property and part of my brand is to be there early, a lot of people thought I was a thief because I would be there at 7:30 in the morning, walking around a vacant home on the outside with a flashlight. So what I wanted to do was tell everybody, without telling them, tell the neighbors not to shoot me because I've got inspector on my back, right? If I had peach on my back, what the heck's that mean? So it's kind of like it was marketing, you know, you have to think of everything. And it's not one thing in your business is going to take you to be a millionaire, right? It's all about improving a lot of things just a little bit. And that is multiplied up into something exponential, right? If you are really good technically as a home inspector, but you stink at marketing, you'll fail. And the other way is true too. If you're a great marketer and they find out that you can't inspect the thing, that's no good either. So you kind of have to be good at all these things. And don't focus on just one thing, like spending $1,000 this month on Google ads, Ronaldo, right? So, yeah. So you have to get your basics down first and totally exploit all of the free resources that InterNACHI provides to its members for free, right? Or the low-cost things, like customizing home maintenance books and knowing how to use them. That's one of the things. I'm going to wrap this up. Daniel, What about online booking? Oh yeah, so if you go to Big Ben Inspections, I think I have the app turned off because I only use it for, I don't actually schedule. When I put up my business website, I'm not a home inspector anymore. I just put up my business website, bigbeninspections.com. I actually got a job, right? And it was for $1,000, $1,250, right? Someone actually wanted to buy my services for $1,250, and I had to turn them down. And I explained to them that this was just I'm an educator, and I just made this website up for my students. So I actually turned off the online scheduling. I had to turn it off. So, but online scheduling is great. You can get some free stuff, and you can get some stuff that is worth the cost of the monthly fee. And man, it's really good. While you're sleeping or while you're driving, somebody could visit your website, be convinced to hire you, and just schedule the job. Your calendar is there. There's an email confirmation. There's an exchange that's automatic. You can even capture their credit card and not charge it, but you capture it. They're kind of like invested in hiring you, right? I also like texting. So if you go to my website, I think I have it turned on, I may not, where a person visiting your website can actually chat with you via text. So while you're doing a home inspection and someone visits your website and they want to chat with you, there's a feature where you can put on your website, and I teach this, how to do it. And they can say, hey, are you available on Monday? And I would say, oh, I got a text, someone, I'm on inspections, I just got a text from someone on my website, and they're asking me about something. Guess what I'm going to ask for them? Guess what I'm going to ask from them? Their phone number. I would say, yeah, but what's your phone number? And they'll go, blah, 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 and I'll call them. That's the point of having a website, to either schedule or get their phone number so you can talk to them. Once you talk to them, you're basically going to close them. It's just, it's the nail. Bridget, last question, okay? Here in my local area, a lot of inspectors include termite inspections for free. Would you recommend including that for free? No. Nope. I wouldn't discount my service. I wouldn't do anything for free. If I don't value my inspection service, I might as well give it for free. And who wants that, right? Then I know somebody who said, if you do free work, you'll have endless amount of work. Don't give it away. The one thing I did do, two things. One, I did do, three things. To get my foot in the door, I did free radon tests with my home inspection. So to get my foot in the door, to be known, to get into the real estate office or something, I offered a free radon test with my home inspection, and that got me in, right? And then I started developing relationships with clients and real estate agents. The other thing is you can discount. I had a red $20 discount off of radon. So I discounted my ancillary services. I never discounted my home inspection service. The ancillary services, well, we talk about this in our business course, but I was very disappointed if I did a home inspection only, right? I had to do a home inspection and a termite and a radon and maybe a water on every home inspection. I did all this. I was a nonstop shop, a one-stop shop. I did everything you could possibly need. You want a mold inspection? While I'm here, I can do a home energy score too. And I can do it all because I wanted to make $1,000 a day. I want every home inspector in my company to make $1,000 a day, gross, right? So when I go to a home, if I'm doing a $250 home inspection, I'm wasting my time. Because according to my math that I did from Chapter 11 of the home inspection business course, I'm going to be out of business in 6 months, charging that. That's why calculating your fees is really important, because you can predict how long you're going to be in business. I went off on a tangent. Here's my logo. Would you recommend? Oh, so doing free inspections. Yep. So one of the best things I did was I got lost. I went to the wrong property. And this is back before maps, right? If you can imagine driving with an actual piece of paper telling you where to go, or a map that you flip through. This is before electronic maps. Google Maps didn't even exist. So I'm driving, I'm trying to flip through, and I'm in the wrong county, right? So I fix it, I call ahead, tell them where I am, I'm gonna be there in an hour. take measurements or stuff, and I'll do the inspection as soon as I can. So I arrive, I do a great inspection. They're very happy with me. And at the end, I apologize and I leave. I didn't ask for money. I did a free inspection because I felt bad. The next day, I get a lot of phone calls from the agent who shared that with everyone in her office, and everyone thought that was great and wanted a home inspection from me. Not a free inspection, not another free inspection, but they realized that I made a mistake and I took responsibility and I gave away a $500 inspection. And that was fantastic. They've never heard that before, right? And so I did a free inspection by mistake, and it turned out to be great. So I don't know if that's of value to you, but I would never discount my home inspection service on purpose. Discount ancillary services. And if people are doing free termites, well, good for them. You know, move on. Figure out a way to beat them in the market. Spy on your competition too. Go to inspectorseek.com and search in your zip code other inspectors and see what they're doing, what their brand is like, what their services are like, what their fees are like, and try to beat them before you even meet them. All right, I think that's it. We can talk and talk and talk, but I think we'll end it here. So thank you for coming. This was a lot of fun talking about marketing. And this was 25 marketing tips, products, and services for home inspectors. My name is Ben Gromyko. You'll find us all on the contact page. Bye, everybody. See you next time.